Really quick, I'm going to show you what this new model, it's a Pioneer BC6 camera, looks like. I actually have it connected to a Pioneer mating receiver. How weird is that? It's an AVH X5600 BHS, which is the top of the line in their AV receiver, so it's a pretty good judge of a quality screen. It's an LED backlit screen. So I'm going to turn this camera on. And there's my ugly ass. So this should be a pretty good judge of what you can expect when you buy one of these cameras. Now, respectively, the camera, I'm going to show you, it's right over here. So this is how it would be installed on a vehicle, of course, because this is the two-sided tape side. So going up this way, you can see that this here is, my right hand is on the left, so it's a reverse image. So know that in advance. So if having it reversed, you know, again, so that way it's true as if you were looking at it yourself, is important to you. Make sure you're choosing a screen that has the availability of doing a reverse or flip-flop image feature on it. So enough of looking at me. Let me show you what this camera looks like. Now here's the camera in itself. The little guy. Little CCD camera. Overall, the width on this guy with the mounting tab on it is about 1 inch and 1 10/16, I'll call it, in width. Your overall height is 14/16, just a little under 1 inch. And on your depth, you've got about 1 1/4. So it's a nice little camera. Waterproof, it's decent quality. Nice little lens on there, it's very flush. It's got this little bracket, so you can loosen it up and you can, you know, step it up and bring it down, tighten it down with the 2 supplied screws right there. It's got definitely a very long cable right here. As far as the installation goes, really simple. Watch this. This here is the reverse backside of this Pioneer radio. Now right here, just see here is the camera input, brown to brown, of course color to color because it is Pioneer and Pioneer. You got a good amount of wire here. I'd probably say about 15 to 17 feet, something like that. Inline fuse, and it's got this little interpretation hub. So if you need to unplug it for whatever reason, you can. And this is an important part of the puzzle. Without this camera just simply would not work. And you can't even screw it up. There's a 4-pin on one side and a 5 on the other. And that's really all there is to is connecting this camera. And since they give you 2 wires over here, let me show you. You have a black and you have a red. You can power up this camera onto this monitor either by negative pulse or positive pulse. And there's a setting I know for a fact on Pioneer screens. Let me see if I can access that. And I was successful to find it. Right here, this is on the settings screen on the Pioneer. Camera polarity, it says battery, which is positive 12 volts. Or you could have it ground. So if you put the black onto the activation camera input on the Pioneer and had 12 volts going to the red all the time, the ground would trigger this, and vice versa. If you wanted it to have positive polarity, like in most vehicles when you have your reverse lights that switch to 12 volts while you're in reverse gear, you would just have it set to polarity, battery, or positive, and that will work normally. You just have the black to ground. So that's really all there is to it. So really quick, not a big deal, but there's the BC6. It's 2014 model camera. I had it out, so I figured what the heck, I'll throw a video up there for you. And there you have it.